Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks and for the text version of this quiz, please install GKToday Academy app. You can attempt the quiz in this app and you can read detailed explanation. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. We have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. Now, let's start. ISRO, that is Indian Space Research Organization, has partnered with which country's space agency for air quality monitoring using satellite data? So this has been done with the space agency of Japan. The space agency of Japan is JAXA, that is Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. So both these space entities are going to collaborate for the air quality monitoring using satellite data. Present ISRO chief is Dr. K. Sivan. Now recently India and Japan were also in news because of LUPAX mission. So what is this LUPAX mission? It is lunar stands for moon, lunar polar exploration mission. So for this mission, India and Japan are going to collaborate, and the objective is to send a lander and a rover to the south pole of moon by 2024. Recently, Japan was also in news because of wooden satellites. So in order to solve the problem of space debris, Japan is going to launch these wooden satellites. So these satellites will be made up of wood and they will burn up after completion of entire process. So that's why they are not going to pollute the space. Now, because of these satellites, two entities were in news. One is Kyoto University. Kyoto is in Japan. In fact, there is a Kyoto Protocol that is related to environmental conservation. And second entity which was in news is Sumitomo Forestry. Now recently this place Kyoto was also in news as United Nations Congress on Crime Prevention held in Kyoto in Japan, and for the first time since 1970 Japan hosted this Congress of United Nations on Crime Prevention. Next question is, which Union Ministry approved PLI scheme for pharmaceuticals? What is PLI? It is Production Linked Incentive. Objective is to give a boost to our domestic manufacturing. Now in this context, we had already covered the PLI scheme approved by the government for 10 different sectors. So you can cover the implementing authority and please go through the amount allocation as well. So for chemical cell battery, the implementing authority is Niti Aayog and Department of Heavy Industries. Again, there's nothing much to explain here. So I'm just clearing the screen so that you can take the screenshot. Please make sure you revise it properly because this is factual information and questions may be asked directly from this. So which sector has been given highest allocation? As you can see, this is the automobile and auto component sector. For our present question, which union ministry approves PLI scheme for pharmaceuticals? So this is under Department of Pharmaceuticals, and this Department of Pharmaceuticals is under Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Please note that it is not under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Logically, it seems that it could be under Health and Family Welfare Ministry. Next question is, Bharat emarket is a e-commerce platform launched by which body? So actually this is a platform launched by CAIT, that is Confederation of All India Traders. Recently this platform was launched because a new mobile application has been launched for this platform. This Bharat e-marketplace portal was launched earlier. Now a mobile application has been launched. So this has been launched by Confederation of All India Traders. As the name suggests, it is a grouping of All India Traders. So it is like e-commerce platform. For example, you can take the example of Amazon or Flipkart or any other e-commerce platform. On that platform, they provide goods. Similarly, this application will enable the business and service providers to register themselves on this portal, and then they can set up their virtual shop or e-dukan. Good thing is that no commission will be charged for creating their own virtual shop on this platform. So users can access these products and services from this platform and then they can purchase it. So definitely this will increase the presence of these business community. Who is current president of CAIT? Current president is BC Bharatiya. Next question is, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations were flagged off from which venue? So it was flagged off from Sabarmati Ashram. So next year we are completing 75 years of independence, and that's why we are celebrating this Amrit Mahotsav. And the celebrations for that started recently, and these celebrations were flagged off from Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is in Gujarat. So recently Prime Minister launched the celebrations by flagging off a symbolic 386 km Dandi march. So now this 386 is given as 390 somewhere. So you need to remember the rough figure. Okay, shows our starting point is Sabarmati Ashram and destination is Dandi March. It is connected to civil disobedience movement by Gandhiji. And this time it is the 91st anniversary of civil disobedience movement. In fact, 91st anniversary of Salt March, which was led by Gandhiji. Now, please note that for this Azadi Ke Amrit Mahotsav, we have 5 pillars. That means government is going to celebrate this event on the basis of these 5 pillars. First is ideas at 75, freedom struggle at 75, achievements at 75, resolve at 75 and actions at 75. So these are the 5 pillars. And this festival will be celebrated or will be organized at 75 locations. Why 75? Because we are completing 75 years of independence. And it will be organized at 75 locations for 75 weeks. That's why it was started early. Next question is, what is the name of portal to be launched by Union Commerce and Industry Ministry to facilitate domestic investors? So the name of this portal is Atmanirbhar Niveshak Mitra. This has been launched by Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Objective is to promote or to facilitate domestic investment. Now, this portal will work as one-stop shop to assess the all MSME portals. So 3 most prominent MSME portals which are important from exam perspective are MSME Samadhan. So what is the objective of Samadhan portal? Suppose there is MSME company named A1. It supplied some materials to Government of India, but there is a delay in payment and A1 is not able to receive its payment on time. So on this Samadhan portal, A1 can register its grievance. So this is for delayed payments. Second portal is Sambandh. Actually Samadhan is Hindi word and it means solution. Sambandh is Hindi word, it means relation. So the Sambandh portal has been launched to monitor the implementation of public procurement. What is the meaning of this term public procurement? It means when government is procuring something or when government is buying something. So Sambandh portal is for the implementation of public procurement by CPSU, that is Central Public Sector Enterprises or Undertakings from MSME. Suppose there is a Coal India. So if Coal India need say 40 computers or 40 chairs, so they can purchase these items from MSME. And to implement or to facilitate this entire process, there is a portal named Sambandh. Third most important portal is Sampark. So this is a portal or digital platform where job seekers and recruiters can register themselves and can connect with each other. So the objective is to provide employment opportunities to the job seekers by connecting them with the recruiters. So all these platforms are related to MSME and these are MSME portals. And with the help of this Atmanirbhar Niveshak Mitra, all these MSME portals can be accessed easily. Next question is Mahamadou Issoufou, who recently won Africa's top prize for leadership, was the president of which country? So he was the president of Niger. Recently he was awarded 2020 Abraham Prize for his leadership and this is Africa's top prize. So if we talk about the geographical location of Niger, it is a country in Africa and this is Niger. Now apart from this, few other African countries were in news. One is Mozambique. So this is the geographical location of Mozambique. Why Mozambique was in news? Because recently Government of India provided 3000 HP Cape gauge locomotives to Mozambique. And these locomotives are developed by Banaras Locomotive Works. So recently Mozambique was in news because India provided these locomotives to Mozambique. One more country was in news. It is Ivory Coast. This is the geographical location. This is Atlantic Ocean. This is Indian Ocean. Now why this country was in news? Because recently its Prime Minister passed away. The name of Prime Minister was Hamid Baka Yoko. So we covered 3 countries. One is Niger because the president of Niger won the Africa's top prize. One is Mozambique. Why? Because India provided locomotives to Mozambique. One is Ivory Coast. Why it was in news? Because its Prime Minister passed away recently. Next question is, what is 2001 FO32? So recently NASA, the space agency of USA, has stated that it is an asteroid and the name of has stated that the largest asteroid 2001 FO32 would pass by the Earth at a very close distance of 1.25 million miles. Actually, this is not new asteroid. That means it wasn't discovered recently. It was discovered 20 years ago. Why it was in use now? Because it is going to pass near the Earth and it will have diameter of 3000 feet. Recently, NASA was also in use because of Hubble Space Telescope. The successor of Hubble is James Webb Space Telescope. Recently, Hubble telescope was in use as it captured the image of a galaxy, and this galaxy is 100 million light years away. What is the name of our galaxy? It is Milky Way. Next question is, which company has commenced a test project to produce hydrogen from the coal? So this has been done by the collaboration of Japan and Australia, and it has been done by the Kawasaki Heavy Industries. It is an entity of Japan. So recently, the joint venture of Japan and Australia commenced a test project to produce hydrogen from the coal, and this was done in the state of Victoria. Victoria is in Australia, and Victoria has the world's most abundant coal reserve. Recently, Japan was also in news as it appointed Minister of Loneliness to prevent suicides. Japan was also in news because of Fugaku. What is Fugaku? It is world's most powerful supercomputer, and recently it was in news because it became functional. It has been developed by two entities. One is Riken and second is Fujitsu. Now with the help of this and with the help of other supercomputers, the government of Japan is working on a vision of Ultra Smart Society 5.0. So the examiner can ask you that which of the following country was in news because of the idea of Ultra Smart Society 5.0. So Japan was in news because of this concept. Now the name of this Fugaku is derived from the name of Mount Fuji. Next question is, which country is the chair of BRICS 2021? So India is the chair. Recently, BRICS Contact Group on Economic and Trade Issues held its first meeting under the chairmanship of India. The theme of this year's BRICS is BRICS at 15, Intra-BRICS Cooperation for Continuity, Consolidation and Consensus. What is BRICS? It is association of 5 countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. And this 2021 summit is going to be the 13th summit. BRICS was also in news because of New Development Bank. Informally, this bank is also known as BRICS Bank because it has been started by BRICS countries. Now recently, this New Development Bank was in news as Brazil recently defaulted its payment of New Development Bank. The headquarters of this New Development Bank is in Shanghai. Shanghai is in China. The regional office of this NDB is in Johannesburg. Johannesburg is in South Africa. Now, as per the agreement on New Development Bank, every member will have one vote and no one would have any veto power. Answer in comment box whether World Bank or IMF have equal voting system or proportional voting system. So these were the most important questions. Now we are going to cover important news events. So first is solar car. So it is a car which is powered by solar. So solar energy is converted into electricity and then this electricity is used to power this car. Recently, this car was in news because it has been developed by a farmer of Odisha and the name of farmer is Sushil Agrawal. Next is Upstokes. So the online brokerage company Upstokes became the official partner of IPL and Upstokes is owned by RKSV Securities. Next is Wheels of Love. So this is an initiative by Tata Motors. The objective is to support parenthood. Now in our country, there is a law, Maternity Benefit Act, and this act is very important for those who are preparing for EPFO examination. So let me ask you one simple question. This Maternity Benefit Act provides for the benefit only to the mothers or does it provide benefit to the fathers also? That means paternity leave also. Next is World Consumer Rights Day. So this was on 15th of March. At national level, the National Consumer Rights Day is celebrated on 24th of December. And the theme of World Consumer Rights Day is tackling plastic pollution. Next is National High Speed Rail Corporation Limited. So recently, National High Speed Rail Corporation Limited signed an agreement with JRTC. What is JRTC? It is Japan Railway Track Consultant. So MOU was signed between these two entities for MAHSR. What is MAHSR? It is Mumbai Ahmedabad High Speed Rail. So for this rail project, these two entities signed an agreement for the track work. That means track of this rail project. So this track would stretch from Vadodara and Vapi in Gujarat. This MAHSR is India's first bullet train project. Next is Bhavani Devi. So recently Bhavani Devi became the first ever Indian fencer to qualify for Olympics. Tokyo Olympics are going to be in Japan this year. Next is International Women of Courage 2021. So recently this award was given by USA and it was given to Kausalya Shankar. Award was given by US Consulate. Kausalya Shankar is from Tamil Nadu and the award was given to her for her work in the field of caste discrimination and human rights protection. Next is Mumbai City. So recently Mumbai City won the ISL title. Mumbai City defeated Mohan Bagan. ISA is a tournament related to soccer. Next is RH560. So this is a sounding rocket by ISRO. RH stands for Rohini and 560 represents the diameter of this rocket. So ISRO is going to launch this rocket to study altitude variations in neutral winds and in plasma. Next is SERB Prism. So this is new initiative by SERB. Name of initiative is SERB Prism. What is SERB? It is Science and Engineering Research Board. So it is a statutory body under DST, that is Department of Science and Technology. So the objective of this Prism initiative is to oversee the real-time information about the research support which is provided by this SERB. So with the help of this platform, SERB will be able to oversee the progress in all its projects. Next is India's Forex Reserve. So recently, Forex Reserve of India was in news because now we have the fourth biggest Forex Reserve. In terms of Forex Reserve, China is on top position, then it is followed by Japan, then Switzerland, and we are on fourth. Previously, Russia was ahead of us. Now we surpassed Russia. We have a Forex Reserve of $580 billion. Next is United Nations 2020 Asia Environmental Enforcement Award. So recently this award was given to Shashmita Lenka. Shashmita Lenka is forest officer from Odisha and she became the first Indian to receive the award. Apart from that, WCCB, that is Wildlife Crime Control Bureau, won the award under innovation category for its WildNet project. So the examiner can ask you indirect question that WildNet project, which was in news recently, is associated to which organization? So it is associated to Wildlife Crime Control Bureau. Recently, WCCB won the award in innovation category because of this project. So what is this WildNet project or Operation WildNet? So this is an initiative by WCCB to prevent illegal trade of wildlife through e-commerce platforms. Next is Indian Council for Research on International Economic Relations. So recently, this council was in news as Deepak Mishra has been appointed as the next Director and Chief Executive of this council. Last is AT1 bonds. So recently, DFS, that is Department of Financial Services, this DFS is under FinMin, that is Finance Ministry. So DFS sent MOU to SEBI in the context of AT1 bonds. Now, this is your homework. Please read about AT1 bonds and why they are controversial. What is the issue behind it? This is your homework. That was all for the day. Thank you.